Okay, Year 10 higher, working with circles part 2. Next question here is the arc length shown is 15 millimeters. Find the circumference of the circle. First of all, you look at this and you think you've got to use a formula, but what you've got to understand is that the arc length is related to the circumference by the angle. So in this case, it's sort of a proportion type question. So 60 degrees is basically equivalent to 15 millimeters. So what I'm thinking about the whole circle, which is 360 degrees, is equivalent to the circumference. So what I'm looking for is the multiplier here. You can probably see that that is 6, but if in doubt, do 1 divided by the other. 10 goes into both. 36 divided by 6 is 6. So I've got a multiplier of 6. 15 times by 6. 6 10 60. 6 5 30. 90 millimeters. Great. Okay, question 3. A sphere and a cone each have a radius 6 centimeters. The volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. Show that the volume of the sphere is exactly twice the volume of the cone. One thing we can see here straight away, if we look at our diagram, is that the sphere has a radius of 6, so h is 12. And in fact, in this case, h is 12 for both. So what I'm going to do is just substitute. So I've got 4/3 pi, r is 6 cubed. And then I've got 1/3 pi, 6 squared, 12. Okay, and it says show that the volume of the sphere is exactly twice the volume of the cone. So one thing I could do here is just multiply the cone by 2. So times by 2. Okay. So as such, if I rewrite it, I could then say that they're equal to each other. So if I simplify this out, I've got 4/3 pi 6 cubed, 216, equals 2 times 1/3 is 2/3 pi. I've got 36 times by 12. Okay, so I've got the 2 out. First of all, the thirds, multiplying them both by 3 would get rid of the thirds. The pi and the pi cancel each other out if I divide it by pi. So then what I'm looking at is how else can I simplify here? Well, if I could simplify out by 2, divide by 2, that means that 4 would become 2. And I know that 36 goes into 200. So if I divide by 36, that is leaves me with 6 here. So what I end up with is 12 on the left, 2 times 6, equals what? I can see the 36, equals 12 on the right. So essentially, substitution and simplifying shows that they're the same. And the key to this was actually making that right-hand side twice as big. And so essentially, I'm looking for them to be equal. Okay.